After a shooting near the WVU campus. We've been following this situation since our morning news. And now Channel 11's Christine D'Antonio is in Morgantown, joins us live with the breaking details there. Christine?
Yeah, Gordon, I was just able to speak with the Dean of Students here at West Virginia University who confirmed that there are grief counselors here at the College Park apartment complex today. This after one person was killed here. 2 other people are in custody. We're still working to confirm a lot of the details, but here's what we know right now. The shooting took place sometime around 4 o'clock this morning. That is when that alert went out to West Virginia University students. They were told to stay inside until they were given the all clear at about 5 o'clock this morning. Again, we have just arrived here on the ground. We are working to gather more details, but again, 1 person is dead, 2 others arrested for a shooting that took place here at the College Park Apartments, Building 21 this morning. We're reporting live in Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm Christine D'Antonio, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks, Christine. And more breaking news now. A 14-year-old has just been arrested in connection with a shooting in McKees Rocks. That shooting happened last week on Munson Avenue. Police say the victim was walking home from the store when 3 people asked him for a cigarette. The victim said no, and then there was a fight. Police say the victim ran and was shot. He survived. The 14-year-old is currently in the Schumann Detention Center. Police are still looking for the other 2 suspects. Now, below normal temperatures again today with flurries and another wave of snow showers headed our way. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier is tracking that snow in Severe Weather Center 11.
So we have a few flurries up to the north. The other story is the cold, Gordon. It's really cold out there today. We started out near 20 in Pittsburgh, and right now we're actually rebounding into the upper 20s. So we're seeing a little bit of an improvement. It is 28 degrees in Pittsburgh, but the wind chill is still down in the teens. 28 for you in Butler, 25 in Indiana. And there are flurries. There they are. There are those flurries up to the north. Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar up in Newcastle we go. And we have those passing through from west to east, also near Butler and points to the north. Right around 422, a little flurry action there. The rest of us are dry. We've seen some breaks in the clouds as expected today. The high temperature will go up to 32 degrees. The winds will also be picking up throughout the afternoon. Occasional gusts to about 30 miles per hour possible. We'll have that chance for some flurries, but more so some snow showers once again developing as we head closer to the evening time frame. I'll show you our storm tracker maps and walk you hour by hour through your evening commute. Coming up in just minutes. Gordon?
All right, thanks, Danielle. A crumbling retaining wall causing problems for drivers. 1 lane of Glenfield Road is shut down, and there's no word on how long it will take to fix the wall. That wall is falling right at the border between Aleppo and Sewickley Hills. Channel 11's Mike Holden spoke with drivers and is live this afternoon with that story. Mike?
Gordon, good afternoon to you. These folks out here in Aleppo are raising a red flag and calling for an immediate fix when it comes to this retaining wall right here. You can see it is crumbling, breaking off in chunks. Some folks that we spoke with say this is a mess out here, an eyesore, and something needs to be done sooner rather than later. Glenfield Road in Aleppo Township is getting even a little more congested. Allegheny County Public Works announced the northbound lane of Glenfield is closed until further notice. They say the problem here is this collapsing retaining wall. Channel 11 can give you an up-close view. At first glance, it doesn't necessarily look that bad. Then you inch closer and you can see it is breaking off in huge chunks, collapsing right into the waters of Kilbuck Run. An alternating traffic signal light is in place for now so drivers can avoid the edge. However, some residents say this is an immediate danger and they want to know when a full-scale repair is happening.
This wall has been falling in for 40 years, and they will leave the road closed or do this type of situation, and then in a few years they'll come back, they'll fix it, but it leaves all of us residents that live here stranded or annoyed.
Okay, not happy, and here's a look at the damage. Once again, a live picture of this crumbling wall. In the meantime, right before I was going live, I heard from Public Works officials as well as Allegheny County, and we're working to get an official response on them. We know at this point, according to a release that was sent out earlier, there was no definitive timetable on when repairs will occur. So we're working on getting a statement from them for Channel 11 News at 5, the full details on the fix moving forward, plus more from folks who live in this community. That's all starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in Aleppo this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks, Mike. Canonsburg police are asking for help finding a missing teenager. 15-year-old Joshua Harsh was last seen in school yesterday at Cannon-Mac High School, but he never went home. He was wearing black sweatpants, a dark hoodie, and carrying a gray backpack. If you know where Josh is or have any information, police ask that you give them a call. Flames destroyed a duplex in Fayette County, and the fire chief says weather helped fuel the flames. Channel 11's Michelle Chavez explains what the victim was doing that sparked the fire in Dunbar Township.
You can see the extensive damage to these apartments and this garage over here, and the fire chief tells me that fire actually started right over here where you see those cinder blocks. He says the wind was a big factor in how quickly this fire spread.
The wind was a problem for us this morning. It was just helping feed the fires what it was doing. But once you get into the wind-driven fires, it takes off from there.
He says fire was dispatched at 4:49 this morning. When they spoke with the resident, they learned he had been burning wood in the garage area. Chief Grimm says it then spread to the entire apartment and garage. The only resident living in that two-apartment building managed to get out safely. And the fire chief says with all that damage, that one resident will be staying with family. Reporting in Dunbar Township, Fayette County, Michelle Chavez, Channel 11 News.
2 people were taken to the hospital after this head-on crash in Shadyside. We had this as breaking news last night at 11. The crash happened on 5th Avenue near College Street. You can see the extensive damage to the cars there. Police are still investigating. A man who is already in jail has pleaded guilty in connection with a deadly shooting in Crafton Heights. The district attorney's office says Rashim Littleberry has pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter. He killed Devin Dozier 2 years ago. Littleberry was sentenced to 4.5 to 9 years in prison. He was already in state prison for his role in a drug ring. Coronavirus fears fueling sell-offs on Wall Street again. The Dow has been dropping since opening today. Yesterday, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 saw their worst day since 2011. As the virus continues to spread, Japan is taking drastic measures ahead of the Tokyo Olympics. The torch relay due to reach Japan next month ahead of the Summer Games, but officials are now considering scaling back the ceremony to limit crowds. And a pet dog has now tested positive for the virus in Hong Kong. The dog is not showing any relevant symptoms that officials say it could be a false positive. More tests will be done and the dog will be kept in quarantine until it tests negative. Health officials say the risk is still low in the U.S., but there is growing concern about the spread of the virus, and it has lawmakers rushing to get much-needed money into the hands of local health officials. Channel 11's Jacqueline Fell is in Washington, D.C., with when a deal could be sent to the president's desk.
Federal health officials briefed House members earlier today. Some lawmakers came out of that closed-door meeting saying they're concerned the country isn't prepared. Negotiators are working on an emergency spending plan that could double, if not triple, the amount the White House requested this week. Congressional leaders say discussions are going well, and the goal is to reach an agreement by early next week. The funding would be used for development of a vaccine and treatments for the disease. It would also be used to buy more personal protective equipment and give states additional funding to quarantine people. The president says he put the U.S., quote, way ahead in the battle with the coronavirus. He says restricting overseas flights have slowed any spread of the disease here in the U.S. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
A vaccine is at least a year away. Lawmakers want to ensure it's affordable for all Americans, possibly using some of that emergency funding to make it so. A small coronavirus kit is being handed out to Pittsburgh's first responders in case the virus spreads to Pennsylvania. This is the kit they'll carry. It includes face masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, and protective eyewear.
We think it's prudent that we start preparing for the eventual occurrence of community transmission here in the United States.
The city has also trained police, fire, and EMS to identify possible cases of the virus, but this is all as a precaution. The closest confirmed case to Pittsburgh is in Boston. Local universities are making changes, what they're doing to protect students studying abroad from the coronavirus. That's ahead at 12:30. Disturbing allegations out of Altoona, where police have charged 3 teenagers with murdering another teen. Investigators say the trio set up a drug deal at a park with the victim on Wednesday, and when they met, there was a struggle, and the victim was shot and killed. Officers say the teens admitted that they planned to rob the victim, but say the gun went off accidentally. All 3 are charged as adults. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court will not hear the appeal of a Johnstown man who played a role in a deadly robbery. Austin Crinnock is serving 34 years in prison. He and 2 others were convicted in the January 2016 shooting death of Daniel McNerney in Latrobe. Westmoreland County prosecutors say Crinnock and the others planned to rob a drug dealer. McNerney, who is not part of the plot, was shot and killed when he tried to get the gun. Crinnock claims he didn't pull the trigger, so he shouldn't be locked up for murder. Police are hoping this video will help them catch the person who robbed a McDonald's in Cranberry Township. Police say the robber used this black car there you see on the right-hand side to get away. The theft happened Tuesday along Route 228. Police say the man in this surveillance picture grabbed the money from the cash register before he drove away. We are just 1 day away from the crucial Democratic primary in South Carolina. A new poll shows Joe Biden with a significant lead. He is 20 points ahead of his nearest competitor, Bernie Sanders. President Trump is expected to get all of the GOP delegates from South Carolina. The Republicans canceled their primary in the state. And he will open campaign centers here in Pittsburgh in an effort to gain support among black voters. The campaign is opening 15 centers in major cities and battleground states. President Trump won just 6% of black votes in 2016. Parents worried and angry after a fight club is discovered at a local middle school. The questions only Channel 11 got answers to. And police need help finding this man. How police say he used a mailbox to terrorize a South Hills neighborhood.
And highs near freezing this afternoon. I'm timing out that wind and how long it'll stay strong. Plus, I have a look at how much more snow we're expected to see.
Hello, Pittsburgh. It's a hospitable town.
You may not know it, but the oldest living U.S. Olympic medal winner is from right here in Pittsburgh. The challenges he faced and the obstacles he had to overcome to succeed.
You're streaming WPXI now. Your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Amazing people are having a big impact all over rural America. Small town, big deal. Weekdays at 2 p.m. on WPXI.
keeps you prepared.
The most extensive school closings, always scrolling.
Snow totals where you live.
And live conditions on the roads you travel. Plus urgent updates from the Breaking News Desk.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Back to breaking news, and we've just confirmed the victim in the shooting near the WVU campus was a student. We want to get back to Channel 11's Christine D'Antonio live in Morgantown this afternoon with more on this. Christine?
And Gordon, that's right. This information is coming from the university itself, who just posted this on its webpage. We do understand that the victim in this shooting is 21-year-old Eric James Smith. He is a sophomore. He was majoring in multidisciplinary studies, and he is from New Jersey, Clementon, New Jersey. He was a former resident of the College Park Apartments here in West Virginia, and we do understand that those two suspects who were arrested in conjunction with this shooting are now expected to be arraigned sometime this afternoon. We're going to be following this throughout the day. We'll bring you the latest tonight at 5. For now, we're live in Morgantown, West Virginia. I'm Christine D'Antonio, Channel 11 News.
Only on 11, parents are upset after seeing this video online. It shows students at a local middle school taking part in a fight club. That video was taken at Charleroi Middle School, and the district has already taken action to have that page removed. The video was posted on Instagram earlier this week. It was recorded at the school and off campus. One parent we talked to did not want to show their face. They wanted to protect their family from any retaliation.
I have kids in every school, and it's scary to know that that could happen to one of them.
District officials told us they figured out who created the page and had it removed. South Park Township Police need your help finding whoever did all of this damage. They say a person ripped out a mailbox and shattered a front door on Ridge Road, then walked down to Amy Drive, where he threw a rock at a car window. If you know who this person is or have any information about this, you're asked to call South Park Township Police.
The story will always have in there Herb Douglas from Pittsburgh. What does that mean to you, from Pittsburgh?
I love Pittsburgh.
He is the oldest living U.S. Olympic medal winner, and he's from right here in Pittsburgh. Herb Douglas is about to turn 98 years old, and on this Black History Month, he shared with Channel 11 Morning News anchor Catherine Demetta the challenges he's faced and the obstacles he's overcome.
My name is Herbert Paul Douglas, Jr. I'm a native of Pittsburgh.
At soon-to-be 98 years old, Herb Douglas has seen a lot, experienced a lot, and accomplished a lot. And it all began in Hazelwood, in this house that's been in the family for more than 100 years. He grew up here with his sister, mother, and father, who was blind.
Now, what did my dad teach me? Being blind since I was 5 years old. He taught me how to be positive. And then he didn't want my mother grabbing him by the arm, taking him where she wanted to go. So then, he was the first African-American to get a guide dog.
Those early lessons led Douglas to become a decorated athlete. He's in the halls of fame at Taylor Alderdice and Pitt, and has an Olympic bronze medal for the long jump. It came during the London Games in 1948.
It was very racial then, and they put all of us African Americans in a Quonset, and we slept on little cots. We bounced off of one another, and that's why all of us come back with a medal.
Douglas is now the oldest living Olympic medalist in the U.S. You'll find many of his items at the Heinz History Center. And while he says he's proud of his medal, he stresses it's only one of his proudest moments. Another came later in life as an accomplished businessman.
When I left the company, I left 3 African-American vice presidents. 2 of them I hired, and 1 was a transfer. And that was a margin in my life that made me feel good, like winning an Olympic medal, because I helped someone else.
And that's what he wants his legacy to be. Not just an athlete, not just a businessman, but much more.
Well, that I did the right thing, and I always try to help mankind.
Catherine Demetta, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. We're taking a live look over the city. We have some sun, some clouds out there, and at times we've had a few passing flurries, but right now we are dry. This is our visible satellite, which shows us where the clouds are. Everywhere where you're seeing that white shaded color moving across the screen, that's where we have clouds. So cumulus form for the day today, as you see those moving across. And our wind chills are in the teens still. In Pittsburgh, it's 17. It feels like 19 is what it feels like in Washington, only 12 in Indiana, so still bitter out there. Today, the temperatures will climb close to freezing in many locations. Indiana, Greensburg, Pittsburgh, Washington, maybe a little colder up in Butler. Uniontown, though, about 34 degrees. So we're going to need those coats all day long. Here's Storm Tracker, 3 o'clock this afternoon. We do have a mostly cloudy sky coming in later on, and the snow showers will once again be developing as we head into late afternoon and evening, initially kind of popping up to the north and then developing to the south as we have a weather disturbance crossing the area. So while I'm not looking at a whole lot of snow accumulation this evening, some of those heavier bursts of snow that you may encounter later on may actually reduce that visibility if you're out and about traveling. Overnight tonight, we're also going to be tracking those scattered snow showers, as you see, coming across the area and into your Saturday morning. It's during this time period where we might see some very light snow accumulation in some spots where a dusting is very well possible when you head out. So definitely something we'll be tracking, and we'll keep you updated on how everything unfolds. As far as our winds, those will be picking up throughout the day. Now, this morning, there were about 5 to 10 miles per hour, but our data is consistent with winds right around 10 to 20 miles per hour sustained later this afternoon. That's the yellow color you're seeing there, and those winds gusts could be a little bit higher. So the wind gusts, that is, up around 30 miles per hour later on. Now, overnight tonight, we're going to keep it breezy. Those winds 10 to 15, gusting up to about 20 miles per hour late tonight and into the overnight period. When you factor in the wind to the air temperature, you get the wind chill. So the feels like temperature later this afternoon, upper teens to low 20s. So if you have any plans to head out, maybe you're heading home from work and then you're heading out to dinner, you're going to need the layers or at least long sleeves and the big coat on. Overnight tonight, those wind chills will fall. We're looking at winds making it feel like the single digits out there by Saturday morning. So 8:30 in the morning, it feels like could potentially be right around 8 degrees in Pittsburgh. The air temperatures themselves will be falling down into the upper teens tonight, and there are those winds coming in out of the west-northwest. And much like yesterday, those winds with that direction, you'll want to be aware that if you're driving on any north to south road, could be blown around a little bit, not quite as strong as what we had out there yesterday. However, here's the 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. 30 on Saturday. A couple of snow showers around, especially early. Sunday's the best day to get outside with 48 degrees. And as we head into next week, we've got the mild weather. Temperatures are going to be close to 60 degrees by Tuesday, but it will come with rain. Coming up, I'm going to let you know what the area-wide low temperatures will be for tonight, how cold it'll be in your neighborhood. Plus, we'll take a look at what's causing this nicer weather as we head into the latter half of the weekend.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Thousands of people are blowing through turnpike toll booths without paying.
We all have to pay it.
How prosecutors are going after the drivers who are skipping the tolls. And more than 800 local cyber attacks in just the last month. Why hackers are targeting kids.
Hey, Pittsburgh, if you haven't signed up for local steals and deals, now is the time. Just get out your phone and text the word WPXI to phone number 65,000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's WPXI to phone number 65,000, and you'll be the first to know.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop. We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day.
We decide what is the most important thing that you need to know when you wake up.
Once a story goes on air, that's just the beginning. It's going to change throughout the morning. It always does.
That's why Channel 11 Morning News is here to get you prepared. We have the breaking news desk. We have Scott and Tricia looking out for you as far as weather and traffic. When you walk out that door, you're
covering more news happening in Washington County.
Hackers are looking for Social Security numbers, and they're targeting your kids. Excella Health told the Trib that their software caught and stopped 832 violent intrusions in the last month. Most of them came out of Vietnam. This is nothing new, but there's been a recent spike in targeting kids. Experts say 1 million children have their identity stolen each year. Hackers target kids ages 2 and younger specifically because their new Social Security numbers provide a clean slate. It's the #1 seller on the dark web. Thousands of people are blowing through toll booths on the Pennsylvania Turnpike and not paying their tickets. More than 700,000 violations were reported in Bucks and Montgomery counties last year. One guy had nearly 2,300 violations, and now prosecutors are going after those drivers.
You can maybe say you didn't know once. You say you didn't know 800 times. That defies logic and imagination, and that's where it turns into criminal conduct.
Drivers who rack up 2,000 or more violations could face a lifetime felony conviction. A convenience store worker in Tennessee got in a bit of a jam here. Take a look at this. The clerk was depositing money into a cash dispensing safe when her fingers got stuck in the tumbler mechanism. She stayed stuck for 3 hours. Firefighters had to call the safe maker to figure out how to take the safe apart. Campus concerns over the coronavirus, including right here in Pittsburgh.
I feel like nowhere is safe now.
Where local students are set to go, that could be a health risk.
Plus, I'll show you how cold it's going to get in your neighborhood overnight tonight, and we'll take a look at the nice big warm-up that's ahead in the forecast.
We're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Spice up your taste buds to your green thumb with tips for your kitchen to yard. Watch Garden Style, Saturday and Sunday at 3:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. on WPXI.
Happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coraopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news in Westmoreland County.
Temperatures below normal once again today. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier, live in Severe Weather Center 11 with more on this. Yeah, it's still really cold out there.
It's really, I mean, we were both out there early this morning, and it was like 20 degrees. The wind chills were down in the single digits in spots. Luckily, we've recovered a little bit in the temperature department. If you are out and about walking the dog here this afternoon, the temperature will get to freezing, which is a little bit of an improvement over yesterday. The clouds do thicken up throughout the afternoon, and we're going to bring in that chance for some scattered snow showers later this evening. Now, we can't entirely rule out some flurries throughout the rest of the afternoon, but I think overnight tonight we're going to continue to track some snow showers coming in from the north. The temperatures about 28 through 8 p.m. Here's a look at your neighborhood low temperatures. 18 in Butler, 19 Greensburg, 19 for you in Uniontown. Stays breezy for tonight. Tomorrow we're looking at some somewhat tricky weather in the morning. We'll go over that forecast. Plus, I'm going to let you know what's causing a huge warm up in the forecast. Still to come in about 15 to 20 minutes.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Local universities are taking action to protect their students from the coronavirus. Robert Morris is canceling all study abroad trips for the rest of the spring semester and summer. And Duquesne University is adjusting travel with Italy to avoid affected areas. Duquesne already has 59 students who are studying in Rome. 21 more are scheduled to leave tomorrow. Students tell us that could potentially be a dangerous decision.
I think it's kind of scary, especially because they're coming back to campus after break, but I think it's still fun to go on a trip for spring break.
I think that they know that they only get a once-in-a-lifetime chance there, so, obviously keep it in mind, but also, try to enjoy it when you're there.
There are more than 400 cases of the coronavirus in Italy, including 12 deaths. Most of those are in the northern part of the country, where entire towns are being locked down. And we're getting a look at another step they're taking in China to stop the spread of the virus.
电梯你好，你好，请关上门。好的。去3楼。
An elevator maker has designed a voice control elevator for a hospital in a region in China hit hard by the coronavirus. Since the outbreak, experts have been warning people that areas could be infected when pressing buttons on the elevators. Many parts of the country began placing napkins, toothpicks, and other items in the elevators to avoid people's direct contact. The hospital is a designated hospital, I should say, for patients infected with the virus. Police say a man from Allegheny Township put devices in his ex-girlfriend's SUV to listen to her conversations and follow her. The Trib learned Carrie Jackson is charged with intercepting communications and stalking. The woman says eventually she was onto her ex, so she went to police. Washington Township officers say they found an audio recorder and tracking device, and that Jackson admitted to tracking the woman. He said he wanted to fix their relationship by listening to her conversations. Flames forced 7 people, including 3 children, from this home in Westmoreland County. You can see the flames shooting from every window of this home along Lily Street in Sewickley Township. The roof even collapsed. The fire chief believes it started in the fireplace. He says that home is a total loss. The country's opioid crisis may be far worse than we thought. According to new research from the University of Rochester, the number of opioid-related deaths could be 28% higher than reported because of incomplete death records. And in Pennsylvania, researchers say the number of deaths from overdoses was actually double earlier estimates. Making our communities safer is a core focus in our region. Unfortunately, achieving it has often been a challenge. One man says the key is not getting rid of guns, but inventing a new type of gun. 11 Investigates' Catherine Amena has that story.
We need to do something.
7 years after his sons were murdered, Brian Wright Sr. is still begging for safer streets.
I am devastated.
Channel 11 first met Brian in 2013 after his sons Maurice and Brian Jr. were gunned down just days apart. Their cases still unsolved. Wright Sr. admits he's not sure how to end the violence, but a Pennsylvania businessman thinks the answer is changing how guns work.
This type of firearm will revolutionize the industry.
This video was provided to us by Gareth Glasser, president and CEO of Lodestar. We Skyped with him from his office near Philadelphia. His mission is to develop the first smart gun that is truly reliable and to answer critics who say it's simply more gun control.
So long as You're not holding a gun. It will not shoot.
He says his company's prototype primarily uses key fob technology to verify the user, but also uses smartphone activation and PIN code. Fingerprint technology can work too, but that has its limits. Glasser admits it has to work 100% of the time.
Critics say think throughout the course of the day how many times your thumbprint verification fails you when you're trying to open your cell phone. Our producer Ashley is helping us out here, so go ahead and try to open it.
Works perfectly.
Okay, now wet your thumb a little bit.
Good and
Try
wet.
again. All right.
Not working.
Doesn't open. Critics say imagine that was your gun in an emergency.
Will smart guns save lives? I highly doubt it.
I took the concept to State Representative Jeff Pyle, who chairs the Second Amendment Caucus. He says he's not convinced. And the other big roadblock for some critics, would gun control advocates push for smart guns to phase out traditional guns?
None of my guns have ever shot a kid.
Some do.
Mine don't.
It's a sentiment endorsed by the NRA.
They're not opposed to it. But before we start laying mandates on anything, there's a lot of blanks to fill.
And Glasser agrees.
It is so counterproductive to have government try to intervene in what should be a free market decision.
Glasser told me he wants his 9mm prototype for sale by the end of the year. But skeptics say smart guns will take years to perfect.
I hope it doesn't take that long, you know, because it's very realistic.
In Pittsburgh, Catherine Amenta, Channel 11 News.
The owner of the Beaver Valley Nuclear Station has emerged from bankruptcy with a new name. Our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times report that First Energy Solutions is now called Energy Harbor Corporation. Last year, the company closed the Bruce Mansfield coal plant. They warn the Beaver Valley Station could be next if they don't get help from the state.
But you can see it starting little by little. It's creeping.
His yard has looked like this for more than a year, but the county still hasn't fixed this landslide. 11 investigates what's behind the holdup. But first, where thieves are stealing parts from cars and what makes them so valuable.
Every 10 minutes, Scott and Tricia are going to tell you how to start your day.
You can get a lot of things on your phone when it comes to the weather, but you can't get Scott's expertise. He's trying to narrow in on your neighborhood to let you know what you could expect.
You're going to know what to wear. You're going to know what the kids need to wear.
We call Tricia Pittman our expert for good reason.
You ask Tricia where is the closure, she knows it, and 3 ways around it.
She's been doing this longer than anybody else. She has a direct pipeline to PennDOT.
They're the best in the city. You're prepared every 10 minutes.
Forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
A warning from police. Thieves are stealing car parts in Westmoreland County, specifically catalytic converters. Mechanics showed Channel 11's Melanie Gillespie what makes this car part so valuable.
Well, it's not exactly easy for these thieves to target catalytic converters. They have to physically crawl underneath the car, use tools to cut them off. And the reason why auto shop owners say they're so targeted is because they're worth a good bit of money.
They're not easy to get to, but that's not stopping some bold thieves from crawling underneath cars in Youngwood and allegedly stealing catalytic converters.
Here's a 2014 Ford Escape.
Paula Renatario of Car Care One showed us where these converters sit underneath an SUV.
How difficult is it to get one of these out, and how, I guess, brazen are they by doing it?
Well, we have lifts and equipment to do it, but doing it out along the road is pretty brazen. I mean, you got to have a sawzall.
One driver from Youngwood put out a warning on social media after they said they had cut off two of their cars, and a third was attempted to be shot off. J&K Auto Repair in Youngwood sits along busy Route 119 and discovered several cars in their lot were also hit. The business said one of the cars even still had the jack sitting underneath it.
There's precious metals in them, particularly platinum, and there's a resale value for them.
Shop owners say that thieves are getting about $100 a converter, but the cost of replacing them can be upwards of $600. And there may be a reason why there's a spike in thefts.
Possibly because the value of scrap metal is down, that if anybody's looking for that quick dollar, they're grabbing catalytic converters, which have a little more value than scrap right now.
But protecting yourself and your vehicle isn't always easy.
If they're that brazen, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop it.
And we're told state police were called about these thefts in Youngwood. If you have any more information, you're asked to give state police in Greensburg a call. Reporting in Westmoreland County, I'm Melanie Gillespie for Channel 11 News.
A landslide has been creeping toward a local home for more than a year.
I said, you know, my house moves onto that street. I said, I'm not moving. I'm staying right there in that house.
11 investigates why the county still hasn't stopped the slide.
Plus, if you were hoping for a warm-up, I've got a big one in the forecast. Wind temperatures will get close to 60 degrees.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, and more. The hottest Pittsburgh sports topics with even hotter opinions. Halftime adjustments. Wednesday nights at 7:30 on WPXI.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life.
Whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
More than a year after a landslide closed part of a busy South Hills road, neighbors want to know why it still hasn't been fixed. They say it's only getting worse. 11 Investigates' Aaron Martin found out what's holding up repairs on Prospect Road in Baldwin.
This is the view from Jack Maston's backyard as what's left of it gets closer to Prospect Road below. He was even forced to remove a piece of his deck due to the landslide.
My wife's scared to death, and she kept on saying, we're going to move, we got to move, we got to move. I said, well, how can you put this up for sale if the property's falling down? Who's going to buy it?
It happened back in January 2019, but more than a year later, little has changed.
It's to see the water still running down in there. So it's... Man, nobody gives us no answers what to do.
11 Investigates took those concerns directly to Allegheny County Public Works Director Stephen Shanley, who says they've been working on designs to fix the hillside for months.
We're looking at dewatering the hillside, and it won't be a permanent fix. It'll be something that we can use to open up the roadway.
That's expected to happen sometime in 2020, but Prospect Road is one of 50 landslides in need of remediation throughout Allegheny County, forcing crews to prioritize. In the coming months, they'll begin work on Bethel Church Road in Bethel Park, McCoy Road in Stowe, Mount Troy Road in Reserve, and Nadine Road in Penn Hills.
Try to get to higher volume roads, ones with schools or emergency services on. So those roads we try to concentrate on, but it is a daunting task.
They could do a better job and get out here and take care of it.
Yeah. Are you frustrated at this point?
A little bit, yes.
Drivers and homeowners alike are now hoping the slide doesn't get any worse before help arrives later this year.
I don't want my house to be down there in the street.
Neighbors told Aaron that part of that frustration is a temporary traffic light, which can lead to a headache for drivers. Aaron shot a video walking you through it. You can find that on our website on WPXI.com. Natural gas production continues to grow in Pennsylvania. That's according to a new study from the state. Production was up more than 7% in the last 3 months of last year. Only Texas produces more natural gas than Pennsylvania. Closer to home, southwest Pennsylvania is home to 4 of the top 10 gas-producing counties in the state.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Taking a live look at our storm tracker Doppler 11 radar, we've got a few flurries or very light passing snow showers across the area. You can see those up to the north and also a little patch here in southern Indiana County. Newcastle, Slippery Rock, near Butler, very, very fine snow moving through that area. The big picture shows a few little patches of snow, really. We've got some in southern Ohio, up around Cleveland, and then lake effect there across parts of New York here today. What we're looking at is scattered flurries here for the rest of the afternoon, turning to more snow shower activity. So an uptick in the snow rates as we head into this evening, as we have a weather disturbance crossing. 24-hour temperature change shows that we are actually warmer than this point yesterday. 4 degrees warmer in Pittsburgh and 5 degrees warmer in Greensburg. Temperatures across the area are in the upper 20s and low 30s. Morgantown at 33, but Pittsburgh still at 28. Meanwhile, it's 27 in Indiana. So it's a cold day for us. Our winds are blowing as expected. They've been picking up, and they're right around 15 to 20 miles per hour. And that's going to put the wind chill down in the teens. So it feels like 17 right now in the city and 14 in Indiana. So we're in for this cold day with a temperature of about 32. Storm tracker shows the clouds out there this afternoon and the chance for those passing snow showers coming in from the north later on this afternoon and evening. So if you have any evening plans, maybe even the drive home, reducing visibility and some of those heavier snow showers. And then I think during the overnight and into your Saturday morning, we're going to be tracking some scattered snow showers. And this is when we could see some very light snow accumulation, but I'm not expecting it to be too terribly heavy. With that said, the impacts would be if you're out driving, limited visibility in spots, and then if you get under a heavier snowburst during the overnight or even tomorrow morning, you may actually run into a little bit of a coating on the area roads. The big day of the weekend is Sunday. Make plans. Get outside. I'll show you why here in just a second. Overnight tonight, temperatures down in the upper teens with that chance for a passing snow shower. Winds will be out of the west-northwest. They'll still be breezy tonight with occasional gusts to 20 miles per hour. Not quite, though, as strong as this afternoon. Tomorrow, a high of about 30. Chance of snow showers, especially around in the morning. West-northwest winds 15 to 20. I still think tomorrow could be a pretty gusty day for us. Occasional gusts to 30 miles per hour. Here's the pick day of the weekend. Sunday, high pressure is going to be in control, and that's going to lead to nice dry conditions across the region. It's also going to help lead to a warm-up as we change our wind direction. And you can see here in the 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. We go from 30 Saturday to 48 Sunday with a mostly sunny sky. Check out the lows next week, coming up into the mid-40s, and the high temperatures. Gordon, check this out. 53 on Monday. 59, nearing 60 by Tuesday of next week. A little bit of rain around the area, and I think we're going to have rain Wednesday. And beyond that, a lot of people like to ask after a warm-up, do you have any more snow? I am looking at about the March 6th time frame where we could be picking up some accumulating snow, so stay tuned.
A lot to keep an eye on. Thanks, Danielle. 2 communities in Washington County are working together to recycle glass. Starting in March, East Washington will begin paying so their residents can take glass recycling to South Strabane. We told you last year when South Strabane restarted its glass recycling program after much of the South Hills was forced to cancel their programs. And now more people will benefit.
We found out that if we pool our resources, we can get more for the community that betters the community. So that's been our objective all the way along.
South Strabane says if you don't live in one of those 2 communities, please don't bring glass there, but they are hoping to expand the partnership to more municipalities. Yuengling is rolling out a new beer, who it's geared towards, and why it could be a healthier option.
Hey Pittsburgh, if you haven't signed up for local steals and deals, now is the time. Just get out your phone and text the word WPXI to phone number 65,000, and I'll send you everything you need to get the most exclusive deals in town. That's WPXI to phone number 65,000, and you'll be the first to know.
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right.
We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County.
While it's dry in Greensburg and snow is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
And Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
If you're a fan of Yuengling and looking for a low-carb beer, you might want to check out their newest brew, Flight. Yuengling is calling it an upscale light beer for active lifestyles. The 12-ounce bottles are expected to be distributed next month. The name Flight, by the way, is a nod to the company's eagle logo. Walmart is working on a competitor to Amazon Prime called Walmart Plus. Recode reports the company will start testing the membership program as soon as next month. It would be a rebranding of its existing Delivery Unlimited service, which charges customers $98 a year for same-day grocery delivery. Additional features may include discounts on prescription drugs. Lent has started, along with a Pittsburgh tradition, the fish fry. So if you're thinking about dinner, we've put together a guide to all the fish fries around the area. That list is broken down by county, so you can check it out or submit information for your own organization's fish fry right now on our WPXI News app. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.